So now we have Jeff, who's the national trainer and a very technical guy from Epson here in our projection room. And he's going to come out and make a brief presentation about how they build these TVs and a little more information about how television works, particularly in the technologies that Jeff employs. Jeff, you're on, sir.
Thank you. Kevin, can you put the front bank up so they can see my hand puppets?
Absolutely. Let's get the lights on for Jeff.
I brought no props.
Oh, your whistle.
I brought my whistle.
That ought to give you black.
Change gears with it's a flat panel night, but we do have 2 projectors in the back room if you'd like to come into my office afterward. We have a lovely JVC. Help me with the model number.
This one is the DLA 750, which is equivalent to the RS20.
Wonderful machine. And then we also have Epson's top of the line, which is the 7500 projector side by each. Both have great images. We've got a little low-tech device to show what each one looks like, and so you can have a look at it and see what that amount of money buys you for picture. There's only 2 ways to get a 100-inch picture in your home right now, and that's a 100-inch, 104-inch flat panel, which is an awesome thought. That'll take a big chunk out of 100 grand, which if you can, please do. Or we have the Epson projector at a net cost, a net retail $3,800, or the JVC for slightly higher. So give that a consideration. Not going to talk about features and the things we have. We do have all of the good stuff. We support anamorphic and 120 and all of this stuff. Come into my office and I'll talk about that. But I just want to tell you just a word or two about Epson and then a little bit about 3LCD technology, because we need to understand what's going on, since that's the most ubiquitous format and it's the largest projection format. First of all, y'all know Epson, we're not Epson. We're actually part of a much larger corporation. Anybody know the answer to the secret question?
Seiko.
We're Seiko, of watch company fame. Exactly. Seiko started out with sundials in the 15th century. Became a big, I kid you not, yeah, and became a famous company for inventing one thing. Anybody know what grew Seiko?
Quartz.
Yes, quartz wristwatch. So Seiko started playing around with quartz crystals, and y'all know that crystals do a very strange thing when you put electricity into them. What do crystals do when you electrify them?
Vibrate.
They move. They move. So in the case of quartz crystals, they vibrate and keep time. The big takeaway, and this is the thing that Seiko Epson invented the 3LCD format. In 1989, Seiko Epson brought to market 3-chip, full color, full motion LCD projection. We own the majority of the patents. The patents are hard to get. They're Japanese patents, but they're good for a long time. They're good for 1,000 years. So we're going to be doing this for a while. So honestly, honestly, yeah. You can't present a Japanese patent on paper. You have to show a product. Very difficult. So when I go, oh, it's amazing. Look at this. This is good. Then they give you a patent. Very difficult, but it's good for a long time. Yeah, exactly. So throughout the 1990s, we built just about every 3LCD projector on the planet. We never told anyone. Not a soul. I mean, think about it. If you're a steering wheel manufacturer, could you set that to stun for me, please? If you're a steering wheel manufacturer and you've got every steering wheel sold, do you need to advertise? Do you need to tell people how good your steering wheel is? So we never advertised in the 1990s. We just sold everyone. Every projector was a rebadged Epson. So right now in 2009, we build the light engines, which you'll all get to handle, and the LCD chips. And these are various. This is what, if you haven't seen them before, you will. These are LCD chips. We build these, supply these to about 67% of all the world's 3LCD projector manufacturers. Names you may have heard of. These are companies that are either presently doing 3LCD or have done them, but have you heard of Sanyo, Panasonic, Toshiba, Mitsubishi? You've heard these? Hitachi? Yeah. Okay, good brands, all good brands. Yeah. So we like these companies. We sell parts to them. We sell them at a great markup. When we put the same parts in our own projector, it's just the bill of materials. So for us to build a projector, it usually costs much less if it's a 3 LCD projector. So with that extra play, we generally use the best parts we possibly can, put more features, and I think we have the best warranty on the planet for a projector. The projector in the other room is 3 years, unlimited hours. Now, I say unlimited hours because some manufacturers say 3 years or 2,000 hours, whichever comes first. Watch out for the small print. We say 3 years, unlimited hours. Our policy on dead pixels, what do you think? You buy 2 million pixels, we want you to use them all for 3 years. So 0 dead pixels and advanced replacement. If anything goes wrong, we ship a replacement unit before the old one comes back. And we ship that projector with a ceiling mount bracket, 2 lamps, and a $400 consumer rebate. And we're doing an extra year of warranty right now. So 4 years, unlimited hours, 0 dead pixels, advanced replacement, ceiling mount bracket, 2 lamps, $400 rebate to you, brings the cost from $4,200 down to $3,800, and an extra year of warranty. That's it. Any questions on the story? Yeah, I have to do this because we have no romance. We don't have the romance of the 4-letter S word. We don't have the romance of the J word. If you're a high-end projector guy, we don't have the romance of the R word. So we have to tell you a little bit of a story, because many people joke with me. They say, Jeff, you know, here's your projector. Where do you put the paper in? Right? Right now, our projector business is much larger than our printer business. In fact, in 2009, we became the largest projector manufacturer in the world.
Yeah, beautiful.
And that's by either dollar volume, unit volume, business projectors, educational projectors, home theater projectors, domestically or internationally, no matter how you measure it, because we're bottom feeders. We're at the bottom of the pyramid. And the pyramid, the cheap projectors are at the bottom, under $4,000. The next tier are more expensive projectors, $10,000, $12,000. The next tier, getting smaller now, $30,000, and at the top you have the flamethrowers. You know, the ones that'll do 40-foot screens at $60,000. So we're in that bottom tier where most people live, and I hope you come see what $3,800 can buy you for picture quality.
Awesome.
It's